Public debt refers to the outstanding financial obligations that a government has to its lenders because of borrowing. Ideally, borrowing should complement other forms of revenue such as tax revenue, non-tax revenue, and donor aid so that our government delivers more goods and services to us. But in Kenya, the high debt burden has shrunk the money available for service delivery as more of our revenue goes into paying off expensive debts each year. As this was not always the case in Kenya's history, one could rightly ask, how did we get here? Public borrowing does not happen in a vacuum. There are guidelines that are meant to ensure that public debt remains sustainable over generations, as debt agreements can cover up to 50 years. Furthermore, legislative bodies such as the Public Debt and Privatization Committee of the National Assembly are supposed to safeguard Kenya's financial health and ensure that public resources are managed responsibly. The Constitution of Kenya, under Article 214, requires that public debt be among the government expenses to be paid first. The Public Finance Management Act of 2012 also provides that borrowing can only be used for development spending, which creates additional money to enable easy payback and not recurrent spending. It also limits the total value of public debt to 55% of the size of its economy. However, persistent accountability issues have caused the government to deviate from some of these guidelines. For instance, in 7 of the last 9 financial years, the government has increased the planned borrowing amount during the financial year as annual and supplementary budgets are presented to and passed by the National Assembly. This trend underscores their role in ensuring sustainable public debt management by the National Treasury. Furthermore, there are significant issues surrounding the transparency of public debt, such as the total amount owed, terms of the debt, and long-term consequences. These issues pose a great challenge to Kenyans and other independent oversight institutions as they are often unable to properly scrutinize public debt decisions. Ultimately, public budgets belong to the people. Therefore, if we demand for accountability and make our voices heard in decision-making forums we attend, then we are more likely to positively impact public debt decisions. This is because the budget process can clearly tell us the magnitude of public debt anticipated for the coming financial year. To actively engage in Kenya's public debt conversations, engage with Bajeti Hub, Mzalendo Trust, TISA, and Okoa Uchumi on all our social platforms.